Hello, kids. Good afternoon. Welcome to the bit of a special this afternoon. Where are we? We are not in LMU. That's obvious. We are in a completely different setting here. And that's not without a reason. So, it's Friday. We are going into the weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday. This weekend is the event called Spa Classic. So Spa Classic is a historic racing event held every year at Spa, the track of Spa. And I've been a couple of times. Last year I went with Mrs. Cat, and tomorrow we are going again. We are going to Saturday only, the event of Spa Classic. So we are going to have some really good fun there. We are going to see a lot of very beautiful cars, very original cars, very old cars as well. It's really an event that covers racing cars from 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s up until the GT1, GT2 era. Group C is in there. So there's a lot of different classes over the 2 days of racing, and we have some pretty cool cars there. So that's why I'm doing this one. Just having some fun. Yes, it's the old AC, the original Assetto Corsa, which is the sim that I actually started in last year when I started sim racing. I started in the original AC because of the amount of different cars that were on offer that you could drive in the original AC. I didn't want to start in ACC because it was a little limited and it seemed more difficult to me. And as I was coming from this racing game that I used to play on my iPad, on my tablet, which had a lot of different road and race cars in it, I decided the choice was between the original AC or iRacing, but iRacing seemed much too expensive to start with, which I still think it is. Still a pretty expensive thing to race in. It's a very good sim. I haven't tried it. I haven't bought it. I'm not planning to do that. Although I see a lot of people now suddenly starting to play iRacing, but it's not really for me. I'm not really going to spend any money on that. But of course, it has a reputation and it has a lot of different cars in it. So maybe someday. But that's the reason why I decided to start in AC, because it had a lot of road cars, race cars from all different eras, cars that I thought were really cool cars. I've always been interested in classics, in vintage cars. I used to go even years ago with my dad to the track of Zolder, where there were regular historic racing events in the 90s and the 2000s. So now this continues on the track of Spa. And I wanted to take this opportunity to, show a little history here, show a little historic cars that I really find very cool. And as I'm a Ferrari fan, there will be a lot of Ferraris in there this afternoon. But we're going to start off with really old cars, because I also wanted to show you, well, maybe you know the history, but I wanted to start off with the oldest version of the track of Spa, which was completely different from what it is now. So this is a pre-war representation of a representation of the pre-war version of Spa, which was a lot longer. As you can see, it's 14.8 kilometers. The current track is just about 7 kilometers, I think. Yeah, 7 kilometers. So it was completely different, with a lot of long straights where they got very high top speeds for those years. And after that, the track became, well, much too dangerous. So they even in the 70s there were a lot of mortal accidents, a lot of deadly accidents, and I think the drivers even went on strike. They didn't want to drive anymore because there were too many accidents and it was too dangerous. It consists largely of public roads where there are no runoff areas, no safety zones, nothing whatsoever. So there were a lot of accidents. And in 78, the last Grand Prix was raced there on the old layout, and then they changed the track to its more or less its current configuration. So, but we're going to start off here with the original version of the track, which is the Spa has been around for like just over 100 years. So it's from the 20s. I think in 1921 or 22 or something, the first Grand Prix was done there. So this is a version of 38, which is close to the original version of the 20s. And we are taking this car, the Bentley Blower, 4.8 liter, 4.8 liter engine. It's obviously not from Italy, but the UK. These cars are pretty hard to drive, so there will be a lot of crashing today, I think, and I will probably have to restart several races because they're not really easy to drive. But yeah, they're not online races, they're just offline races, just for fun, and just to show you, the old cars and the old tracks. I have some older version of Monza as well, older version of Silverstone that we can use. So let's get going. So it's all about having a little fun this afternoon. Yeah, and I'm not doing it justice, of course, because I don't have a manual shifter. I don't have a classic steering wheel, so I'm doing with a very modern steering wheel with paddle shifters. So yeah, historically not correct, not at all. But as I said, it's not an online race, not for points. It's not for rankings or anything. So we'll start off this first one. We're going to do 3 laps on this because that'll be long enough. I think it's a pretty long track and they're really fast cars. So let's get going. I don't know if the audio in the stream will be okay, because I didn't really have the time to check this.
All right, Cat, be ready.
there we go. So here there's already a difference because we don't go up the radio straight away. Whoa, we're already on the side. Already have damage probably. So we have a little detour to the left here. Going off to the right here with in a hairpin, because otherwise the climb would be too steep for these old cars to go straight up onto the radio. So this car only has 4 gears. So this is the old version of the Camel Straight, which isn't as straight as it is now. It's more twisty than the original than it's now. But that's how it was in the original version of Spa, and it's been straightened in later years.
Joe is now in the lead.
Whoa! Yep, there we go. Already crashed. Crashes are pretty spectacular here. It's hard to keep these things on the road.
Serious suspension damage there.
Yeah. I think we'll just restart this one because sorry about that.
Track temp is 23 Celsius.
I think this will be happening a lot this afternoon.
Green.
They are not easy to keep on track. They are not like not at all like modern cars. Also should have a larger steering wheel in front of me because you need to turn a lot more in these cars than in the old cars. It's much less direct, the steering, than in the modern cars. So yeah, it's just a little fun, guys. Maybe we'll do some LMU later, but just want to have some fun with this.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
And it sort of gives me the chance to show you what I think are cool cars, and you know where I sort of come from, in the sense that I where my interest in cars lies, how it all started for me, my interest in cars, and you know the reason why I started racing, why I started sim racing with AC, with a Assetto Corsa, because of the number of cool cars and vintage cars that I really like was in there. And of course it ended up being ACC that I did the most, because there's not really many online racing in historic cars, I think. But I didn't know when I started, so besides I whoa. Yep. Just driving through the hay bales.
It'll polish out, mate.
Car left. Still there.
Still alive. So I haven't really done this track a lot. Declan. apparently my chat window isn't showing up on my screen, so I have to make do with my phone next to me.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Whoa! Yeah, that's a pole. Oh, went right through it.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Far left. Clear left.
You have to give it to these old racers. They wow.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, suspension is knackered again probably.
Your suspension's looking pretty bad, mate.
Car right.
I nearly completed a full lap.
Right.
Nearly did it. Okay, let's start again. I haven't even completed a full lap yet.
Green, green, green.
Come on.
On your right. Clear right. On your left. Clear left. Left side. You're on the right. 3 wide.
3 wide. Yeah. Okay.
On your left. Clear left. Far left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
So this is not a class of car that will be at Spa tomorrow.
Good start.
I think they're not doing cars of this age. They do have cars from the 50s and the 60s racing there. Thanks. Thanks, Declan. Was always my intention to do more of this, but I would only have done it if I had a manual shifter, which I still haven't got. But one day I will. I have to at least complete one full lap of the track. No, damn it.
Car left.
Ooh.
Clear left.
Got lucky with that.
Right side. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
You do have to admire the old racers. They had a lot of guts to drive these cars in the open road without any safety. Ooh, took that one. Took that one good for a change. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Well, tomorrow. We're only going tomorrow, but I'm really looking forward to it. To being at the track again and seeing some really cool cars and some cars that I really love. Racing in real life.
The active P11 behind is now 1.2 seconds.
And most of the cars that are being raced over the weekend are pretty expensive, pretty valuable, but they are still raced very hard. So this is the old, this is Blanchimont. It's supposed to be Blanchimont. Whoa. And that was La Source. So that is La Source.
On your left.
So this is the straight towards La Source.
Clear left.
And now we have just about completed one full lap.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
No, sorry, that wasn't La Source. It's a different turn. Thought we were already at La Source, but that's not the case. We're still somewhere halfway onto the track. I think now we'll be coming up on Blanchimont. Yeah, this is on the way to La Source. Here we are at La Source. And now we're on the way to the Rédillon. Actually, seems that I have to make a pit stop here.
Okay, Cat. Pit window is open. 2 laps left. What's your speed limit in the pits? E14. All clear. Push now. We'll need to pit for fuel by lap 1. What's your speed? The car in front of us is now Patterson. Look out for the pit speed limit.
So, how do I configure a pit stop here? I have no idea. I think I forgot to configure a pit stop. So, probably I'm out of fuel already. Okay, that's a bit stupid.
Intake 6 clear. Push. Car ahead is protect.
Wasn't paying attention to the fuel. So I haven't opened this AC in over a year. This is Spa, yeah. This is the original pre-war version of Spa, Declan. This is how Spa was more or less up until the 70s, 78. So this is the original track of Spa, which was all on public roads. And it was much longer. It's more than 14 kilometers long in comparison to the 7 kilometers that it's now. It was a pretty dangerous track to drive on. That's why there were a whole lot of accidents. Yeah. Yeah. See, haven't got enough fuel to make it. I don't know how to configure a pit stop in AC. I haven't set any buttons for it, so and I won't make it on. Oh, we crashed again. Okay, we're out of fuel anyway, so pit stop strategy. Okay, just getting used to to the old AC again. Fuel. I should have taken more fuel. Should have filled it right up. 120 liters. Okay. So we're doing almost 30 liters a lap. Okay. See if we can make it with 100 liters. Okay.
Exit's clear. Push.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I haven't actually done a lot of AC last year either when I started, because I switched to ACC fairly quickly, so because I actually I didn't want to drive any of the vintage cars without a manual shifter, so I stuck to the more modern racing cars in AC, and then I downloaded ACC, and I thought, well, might as well go to ACC directly. And I actually never touched AC again. Started driving ACC only. And now LMU, of course. I was missing this turn.
Just done 21.6 seconds.
The leader is already on the final lap. Look at that. Just killed some hay bales. So I'm doing the GT3 league tonight, Declan. And I'm doing next week as well. I'm looking forward to that. Got a phone call apparently. Yep, same pole. Yep, missed the pole. Missed it this time. Whoa, going into the... Yeah, okay. Missed it. This sounds... Hey, Dan. You're probably wondering, has he gone crazy? Oh, yeah, suspension is totally knackered. Ah, well, that was the first outing. How are you, Dan? Hey, now my chat screen appears. Okay, why doesn't it appear while driving? Yeah, well, for a short while it's good off-road. Well, I'm doing this then because we, Mr. Cat and me, we are going to Spa tomorrow. It's this weekend is a Spa Classic, historic racing event at Spa, and I've been a couple of times, and just thought I will give you guys a little view of historic cars, cars that I like. This one not particularly, but I just wanted to be sort of period correct, you know, a very old version of Spa, like it was in the 30s, very long track, more than 14 kilometers long instead of the 7 kilometers that it's now. And I took a 30s Bentley to race on it, to drive on it, so we'll move on to the next one, I think. So we also have a version of Spa that's from 1966. So it's more or less the same as the other one, except that the hairpin here at the start has been taken out. So now in this version we go straight up onto Eau Rouge and up onto the Rédillon, like it is now, more or less, and then it continues on to the old road track, the old public roads that were used at the time, up until the 70s actually. And let's see what car we can take. We have a lot of cool cars here. Yeah, as I said, there will be a lot of Ferraris involved because I'm a bit of a Ferrari fan. Well, let's move up a couple of years and let's go to the 166 Millimiglia Marchetta, car from 1948, so a very, very early Ferrari. Let's try that one. I'm just gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. And we're back. Hey, Jace. Good afternoon, and welcome to Nightcat's weird and wonderful world of vintage cars. Told you it was going to be a special one, so we're on to the getting up into the next one. So the reason why I'm doing this is this weekend this Spa Classic historic racing event at Spa. And Mrs. Cat and me, we will be there tomorrow, and we are going to see a lot of really cool and really old cars. So I'm just doing a little history of Spa. Not only of Spa, I got some other historic cars here. Just see that the AC audio is not too loud because some cars are louder than others. Multiple streamers, yeah. Bongo is streaming also on a Friday now, so a lot of streams to watch. But mine is a little different today. So no, as I was saying, it's a historic racing event at Spa that we're going to tomorrow, and yeah, I'm just going to. I just did a race on the original first version of Spa, and this is actually the second version of Spa, which was a much longer track than it is now.
3 laps. Okay, Cat. Here we go. Don't fuck this up.
Thanks, Jace. Yeah.
Go.
Left side. Clear left. 3 wide. You're on the right.
Thanks, it is good.
Still there. Clear left. Left side.
Now we're going. Instead of going to the left, we're going straight up the Rédillon.
Far left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Yeah, everyone is streaming today.
Decent start.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for jumping into my weird and wonderful world here.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
This is a little more manageable than the Bentley.
On your left.
It's also just about 18 years later. This car.
Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Just that's what he said just before he crashed.
Clear right.
Oh, I'm on my head. Yep. Okay. Yep. Starting from the pits again. Yeah. Let's restart this one. Just have to check if I have enough fuel, because I didn't take enough fuel probably. Just put a full tank, and let's do the pit stop if we need a pit
3
stop.
laps.
Okay.
Get ready.
Yeah, it was doing pretty okay, I think.
Floor it.
Was a glorious crash. Oh, I had a lot of crashes in the past few days. I've been, you know, looking at cars that I could drive in this afternoon,
Hold your line.
and I tried some of them,
Still there.
and they're so tricky to drive.
Still there.
No seat belts.
Clear
Yeah,
left.
yeah. You have to admire these guys. You know, they were
Left.
racing these cars at speeds on public roads with no safeties, no harnesses, no roll cages, no no whatever safety.
Perfect start, mate. This is
You
great.
really have to admire those guys. That's also why in the 70s that there were a lot of crashes on this track because cars were getting, you know,
Right side.
just killed
clear
someone.
right.
Almost. Yeah, sorry.
Car right.
Yeah, just pass me, okay?
Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Here was the chicane in the previous version. So now it's just straight on. Yeah. For as long as I can remember, I went to historic racing events with my dad, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s at Zolder, the track of Zolder. And I would set the track of Spa this weekend. I've been a couple of times at Spa. So Mrs. Cat and me, we're going tomorrow. We're going to see a lot of cool cars. I know that already. Oh, really? Wow. Great.
The gap behind is now 1.3 seconds.
Nice one. Yeah, I know those. They were indeed police cars.
The gap to P9 in front
Yeah,
is now
let's just
4.2
hope that the
seconds.
weather holds out because it might rain tomorrow, as it often does at Spa. Usually, past few years we've been lucky, but tomorrow it might rain. And well, you know, these guys racing these old cars, they don't mind. They race them as hard as they can. And accidents do happen. Ooh, clouds of dust. My own main interest is in, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s endurance racing cars up until the Group C and GT1 and 2 era. Those are my cars that I like most. It probably will. It probably will.
On your left. Clear left.
We'll have no less fun. I'm sure of that. If you go to Spa, you have to take the rain into account. You have to take the weather into account. And that was La Source. And now we're going on to the next lap. That's the pit lane. The pit lane as it used to be.
On your right.
La Source, sorry, the Eau Rouge and the Rédillon. Oh,
Right side. Clear
killed
right.
myself. Oh, really? You're right beside, you're right in the area of Goodwood. Wow.
Their road. The gap to
I would love to go there someday. I would love to go there someday. Those events, man, they are really out of this world. There will be a lot of crashes this afternoon, I think. Actually, up until now, it's going pretty good. Yeah, I sure will, Jace. I surely will. Yeah, yeah. I know I will. I know I would.
The gap to Trojino behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds.
Oh, still 10th. Not doing too bad here. On the lovely Belgian roads.
Yellow flag.
Ooh.
Pay attention to track limits. Please catch.
Track limits. Jim, shut up. What do you know about track limits on the old Spa? Well, Zolder is slightly more local. Spa is about 160 kilometers from where I live. Zolder is about, I think, 80 kilometers. So it's Antwerp. It's actually in the north of Belgium, more central, let's say.
Tamarozov is leading the race.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive, but that's all right. I gladly do it for an event like that.
You're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. Last lap.
Can't even see how much fuel I have left. I know, Jace. If you have to remember where everyone lives. Oh, really? What's happening to
The
him?
gap to zeroed. Ahead is now 5.6.
Sorry, I have I have a stream still open on my iPad. Wasn't paying attention to it. Was a bit concentrated on the track here. Ooh, going off, going off, going
We've been
off.
warned about track limits.
Ooh. Yeah. Now I knackered my car, probably.
It's barely a scratch, mate. Just ignore it.
Jim says it's barely a scratch, so. Yeah, I see his face is not really looking too happy at the moment. He's in the Porsche. Okay. Is he doing one of the... What's he doing? Oh, that's the GTE on Monza. The beginner races. Yeah. You know, I was happy doing this again too. Last few days when I was trying out some cars, I really thought, yeah, well, I really have to get a manual shifter and do some more AC. Yeah, so the beginner races in LMU, the beginner dailies, I did have some good ones last week, but they're all so tricky. You can have a lot of chaos there. It's a good way to lose SR. No, not yet. I'm very historically incorrectly using my pedal shifters. It's only for the entertainments for you guys, you know. Doing it for the subs, doing it for the streams. Doing it for the views. Nah, but I'm going to look into one. I also need a clutch pedal then, because the set that the Trustmaster set that I started out with had a clutch. So at that point I only would have needed a shifter. But since upgrading to the Moza pedals, I also don't have a clutch pedal, so I need to buy a clutch pedal and a shifter. But I still might do it. And then, of course, learn to heel and toe shift, because I can't do that.
P10. Okay, it's over.
We did it. P10. Look at that. We didn't crash too much. Okay. What can we do as the next one? Oh, this one. Yeah. This one was actually used in the 66 and 67 Grand Prix at Spa. Thanks, man. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay. You're giving everything away. Okay. Let's see. Fuel. I don't know if we will need to pit. Let's say that we add 45 liters. And let's go.
3 laps. Okay, Cat, get ready.
So Ferrari 312 Formula One car.
Go, go, go.
On your left. Car left. Clear left. Car left.
Yellow flag.
Clear left. Left side.
Ooh,
Left side.
they're already going off. That's AI, guys. This is AI. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Come on.
Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
Let's restart this one.
3 laps. Here we go.
If you look at these cars, they were going really fast.
Green, green, green.
On your left.
That must have been
Around.
something, driving these cars on a track like this. At those speeds. Yeah, we're losing it.
Left side. Clear left.
Stay between the lines, please, Cat.
I'll try to, Jim.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
It's just a scratch. Ignore it.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Yellow flag.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Ooh, what was that? Oh, then the third came. Yeah.
Unlucky, mate. That looks painful.
I think that has to be an epic crash.
Completely knackered. There's
Do you
nothing we can
think so,
do
Jim? Do you think so? What was that? Let's see that crash. That car. Oh, that's me. Yeah. Oh my god. Talking about epic crash. Yeah, okay. What happened to the other guy? Why was there suddenly a splash of water? I see. Ooh, there's cars going off everywhere. See? The AI can't drive these cars, so why would I? Oh my god. Yeah, that sort of thing. That's the sort of thing that happened in real life as well. Let's try this one again. Because it's really fun to drive, but...
Three laps. Alright, Cat. Let's get this right. No fuck-ups.
My chat screen is not appearing.
Floor it. Green, green, green.
Come on, press your throttle.
Car right. Clear right.
Is the guy going off behind me?
Clear
Ooh!
left. On your right.
Don't hit me! Don't hit me! See, these AI, they can drive a meter. Whoa! I can drive a meter.
We've just cut the track.
You think so? Oh my
Right
god!
side, car left. Clear left. On your right.
Yeah.
On the right. 3 wide.
See,
Flag.
I do this. I do all of this for entertainment purposes only.
Got a tiny bit of bodywork damage there. Just ignore it.
tiny, tiny bit of bodywork damage. Yeah. Jim is the funny one.
3 laps. Be ready. Green, green, green.
On your right. Clear right.
Yellow flag.
Oh, they're
Right
already.
side.
Come on. Everyone's stuck here. Okay. Gotta worm my way through.
Left side. Clear left.
Good start, mate.
Good start.
Barely scratch. Just ignore it.
Jim said it was a good start. Okay. Oh, again.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Well, it started off right for him. It started off good. But yeah, I know the feeling. If you have
Down to 0.2.
one bad race,
Car right.
it can ruin your whole vibe. I totally understand. Damn it.
Yellow flag.
Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Your suspension's going to need sorting. You'll need to come in.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
I also love how the way you see in the rear view mirror when you take your foot off the throttle, you see the flames from the exhaust.
Left side.
No.
Clear left.
See? It's quite cool. It's a cool effect.
Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. Right side. Clear right.
Ooh.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Yellow flag. Watch your speed. 2 to go.
The ghosted? Okay. Ah. Okay. So do we get repairs now or not? Apparently not.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
No,
Car in front of us is Bernard.
steering wheel is still off. Ooh! Yeah, that's finished. That's finished. That finished us off. Okay. Sorry.
Fuck's sake, cat. Your suspension's completely knackered. There's nothing we can do there.
Why is my chat screen not showing up? Apparently he still gained some safety rank and lost some DR. Yep, told you there'll be a lot of crashing today. So be right back. Okay, Jace. See you later. Yeah, crashing is it's just about the show, you know. It's just cool to see. Okay, what else do we got? What else do we have? 72? No, let's take it. 250 GTO. One of the most expensive cars ever produced. Certainly the most expensive Ferrari ever. So, haven't done a lot of this one. This is in the version by the green one by David Piper, British racing pilot who raced on until he was in his 80s. I think he's still alive. He's I don't know, 92 or something, 93. I don't know how old he is, but he's always been a great racer. He actually lost a leg while filming the Le Mans film with Steve McQueen. While filming that, and we saw David Piper. He was a regular guest at the old Zolder Historic Grand Prix where I went with my dad. David Piper was there, usually with a couple of his cars. He has an original 330 P4. Hey Paul, good afternoon. So this is his livery, the green one. I will try this on spot. Okay. So yeah, Paul, we're doing a little bit of a special today. It's in the honor of this weekend. It's Spa Classic, historic racing event that we're going to. My wife and I, Mrs. Cat and me, and I've opened up the old AC, the original Assetto Corsa, and I'm just going to, drive some cars that I like, some really cool cars, or cars that I think are really cool. Yeah, let's just have some fun. This is an afternoon for me of fun and doing some cars that I really like.
Let's go.
Car left, clear left. On your left. Clear left.
So
Car left.
now I'm about to crash the most expensive Ferrari ever.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Yellow flag.
Right side. Clear right.
Ooh,
On your left.
killed someone.
Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
Nearly killed myself too.
Keep it tidy, please, cat.
So, if you're wondering what track this is the not the oldest version of Spa, but is the version of Spa that was used up until 1978, consisting mostly of public roads, and about twice as long as the
Watch those track limits, we don't want a penalty.
twice as long as the track is now. So the track of Spa now is about 7 kilometers. The original one is about 14, almost 15 kilometers, I think, long, mainly all on public roads going through a few villages, as you can see here. So yeah, we're just having some fun. I'm doing this with
The gap to V12 behind is now.
paddle shifters.
You've got to watch these track limits.
Just crashed a $70 million Ferrari.
Alright, cat. You picked up some minor aero damage.
Really, Jim? Some minor aero damage? Okay. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Ooh, crashing into a house. Okay.
Track limits, come on, keep it between the white lines.
Yeah, you cannot handle these cars like a modern GT3 cars, of course.
Damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed.
Let's just take it easy for the rest of this lap.
The gap to Chini ahead is increasing. It's now 8.0.
And I have to admit that the original AC still looks pretty good. It still looks pretty amazing. I know that last year when I started in AC, I did some. I downloaded some improvements for AC, because you can mod it in every way possible. And there's a lot of mods that improve the visual quality of this game, but I have to admit it still looks pretty amazing. For a game being this old, it's already 11 years old now.
Yellow flag, caution.
Some of the car sounds are pretty good as well.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Ooh, missed my... Ah, oh, sorry. My pit box is a little further on. Missed my pit box completely. Okay, we're now repairing. They're repairing my car. Or not. No. Is it because I missed my pit box?
Pit exit is clear.
As you can see, I didn't practice my pit stops in AC before I did this. Somehow I'm always missing this corner. Ooh. Some of the sounds of the cars are good, others are not so good, but yeah, some of the sounds of the old cars are pretty spot on. No! Going into the fields. Okay. We're dead. Damn it. Let's just take on the next one. What do we have? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of the most beautiful cars I think Ferrari has ever produced. That's the 330 P4. That is absolutely one of the best looking cars in history ever. That is an absolute beauty. Shape of this is so good. And we will do this on a historic track of Monza, as it was used for the 1,000 kilometers of Monza. And that is the full track. Which includes the road course and the oval. So that's the track as it was used for the 1,000 kilometers of Monza, and that's a combination of the two tracks. So the oval circuit and the just take a full tank. Pit stop if we have to pit, and a few liters.
10th position. Okay, let's try to avoid the turn 1 clusterfuck.
Right on, Jim. Right on.
Go.
Oh, what is he doing? Oh, there's a car backwards. Okay.
You're on the right, 3 wide.
Oh. I got hit from behind. This is worse than beginner races in LMU.
On your right. Clear right.
Yellow flag. Well done, Cat. Good start.
Do you think so, Jim? Good start. Not so sure, but... Ooh, it's a sharper turn than I thought.
Peterson is now leading. You've had some suspension damage there. Stay out.
Okay, Jim, if you say so.
Still there. Clear right.
But these are really beautiful cars. So this is the old Variante Ascari, but it's without any chicane. It's just turns to the left, full speed. And just after this, when we come out of the Parabolica, we will be going onto the
The gap to P9 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.8 seconds.
well. If we would have gone straight on. So now we're going onto the oval circuit.
In your front into Parabolica.
So there's actually a loop
Rosada is leading the race.
leading to the oval circuit here. It's just like the carousel on Nordschleife. Oh, there's another cool car passing us right now. It's a Daytona Competizione. Ferrari 365 GTB4 Daytona Competizione. It's another one that's on my list as one of the coolest car ever. Now we're back on the regular circuit.
V14. You're looking your left front, braking for Cova Grande. Okay, Cat, the next car is Hobbs. The gap in front is now 3.3. The leader has just done a 221.2.
And again, we spin the car.
The gap to 13th place ahead is increasing. It's now 7.8 seconds.
This is a really cool section of the old track. You can just keep your foot planted on the throttle. It just keeps going. Just like the oval circuit. I think you like oval circuits, right, Declan? Just turn right. It's cool to do it on a track like this, but don't know if I would do a whole race on a track like this. Don't really. I think I know there is more to it than just putting your foot down and turning left or right, but I know there is more to it, but it's not my thing. Not really my my jam.
The gap to Hobbs ahead is now 9.0 seconds.
I know, Jim. I know.
Track limits.
Left side, clear left.
He's on a different part of the track, Claire.
The gap to Hobbs ahead is increasing.
Left side, clear left.
Woo! Hit the ball.
Your suspension's looking pretty bad, mate.
You think so, Jim? That was a stupid fault.
See front locking going into Cover Nord.
Don't even know where the pit entry is on this track.
Car right, clear right.
My rig is almost coming apart from the vibrations.
One more lap to go.
There's the last lap. Okay. Don't go onto the grass. Steering wheel is all at an angle.
Blue flag.
Ooh, they're gonna hit me. Yep, he hit me. Now we're completely dead.
Okay, Cat. We've just cut the track.
No, I just got killed.
Locking your front going into Parabolica. Blue flag.
Suppose the pit lane is here.
On your right,
Yeah,
clear
there's a
right.
pink Ferrari passing us. That's a bug with that car. That's a 312. Oh my god. 312 PB. For some reason it always turns pink in the game. If you choose it starts off red and then it turns pink somewhere along the way. Where is Steve when you need him?
Blue flag.
Pink Ferrari.
Car right, clear right.
This thing is rattling my rig apart.
V14. There we go. It's over. Bring it back.
Okay. That was that. Well, I held it to the end. Yeah. Wow. Wowzers. What else can we take here? Yeah, the Company Zioni is a cool car. What year is that? 72. We would have to take this one is also 72, 75. What other Ferraris do we have here? We can take the 312 PB. We'll go back to Spa for a minute. Just do 3 laps. This was actually the first car I've ever driven in a sim. So 2 years ago, when I was at Spa Classic, at the very event we're going to this weekend, there was a French sim club, some sort, simulator club, and they had several sim setups lined up. They had like 4 setups with manual shifters and 4 setups with pedal shifter. And you could drive. They had a whole list of cars that you could drive. They asked a small fee for like you could do 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I think, and you could choose any car from that list. And the guy who helped me, he said, "Have you ever driven a sim before?" I said, "No." I said, "Okay, maybe you should, take a more modern car with paddle shifters because it's easier to start with, And I said, "No, I want to drive that one. I want that one. I want that one. Yeah, no." Thinking about Little Britain. No, I want that one. See, the car turns the car turns pink. My Ferrari just turned pink. It's been out in the sun too long. So when I drove this very car, on the track of Spa, so you could choose any car you liked, but you, of course, you had to drive it on Spa, on the track of Spa.
Okay, Cat. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
And I drove this on Spa, and I crashed a couple of times. I didn't know what to expect. That was the very first time I ever drove a car in a simulator, But that was actually the moment that I knew, yeah, I'm definitely doing this someday. But at that time I didn't have a budget for any kind of setup. Because the main part of my budget would have been the PC, because I didn't even have a Windows PC. My home computer was a Mac. So if I wanted to do any if I wanted to do anything sim racing, I would have to the color of the car changed again. If I wanted to do anything sim racing, I would have to have a Windows PC. So yeah, I couldn't afford it at that time. So, and then last year when LMU came out, That's definitely killed. Oh yeah,
Clear left.
killed by another car. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Cat. That engine's toast, mate. You're gonna have to wait for a tow.
Actually honking his horn at me. Yeah, push me, come on. Push me home. Is he actually honking his horn at me? Oh my god. This did not go well. And still my... Why is my chat screen not appearing?
E2, stay calm. Focus. Green, green, green.
Cold tires. Same scenario here.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
And of course, I don't know how accurate the driving models of these cars are in the sim. They are probably very hard to drive in reality as well,
Clear left.
in real life. But I don't know how accurate the driving
On your right.
models are. But I would love to get into these. If there were any league races or
Gap to P3.
there would be something like, you know, with bongo racing, but with this, I would join that. I would learn to drive these.
The gap behind is now 0.7. Alright,
There we go again.
now track limits.
Pink car.
Between the lines.
On your right. Hold your line.
Just gonna let this guy go past. Yo.
We've been warned about track limits.
Yeah, I know, Jim. Warn me again. Warn me again.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. There's a car behind. Take care.
Not going into the pits, Jim.
2 laps remaining. P5.
it.
Keep in between the lines, track limits. Car in front is Vernevo. Your suspension's going to need sorting, you'll need to come in.
Going off again.
Come on, watch these track limits, please, Cat.
Clear right.
Okay. Yeah.
Track limits. That looks painful.
Okay. That did not go well. Yeah, sorry, my chat isn't appearing in my on my screen, and it's not appearing on my phone either. Yeah, it's probably indeed because they during a crash they change color. Okay, let's try something different. This is already 82. The Formula One, the 312T. That's a pretty impressive car. What year is that from? 75. Okay. It's from my year of birth. So that's a good year. Let's see if we can drive that one. Okay, Ruthless. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for sticking with my sticking around for my my shenanigans. I'm telling everyone that it's for the stream and for the views, but I'm actually doing just for myself. Ha. I'm enjoying this too much. Just enjoying myself. See you later, Ruthless, or at least see you tonight on track.
Okay, Cat, stay calm, focus.
Now we're getting into the more modern era of cars.
Go, go, go.
Car left. Clear left. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
What I remember from driving, this is actually a pretty nice car to drive.
Car left. Clear left.
And right ahead of us is the car we will be driving in a bit. That's the Ferrari 512 BB LM.
Still there.
And that is absolutely one of my
Clear left.
real all-time favorite Ferraris. Because that, in my opinion, is a very cool car. Why did you
Clear left.
drive in my way? Just killed someone.
Left side. Clear left.
Ignore the aero damage, it's nothing.
On your left. Clear left.
It was sort of an illegal pass, I think. Ooh, what's going off.
Car left, clear left.
That's another really cool car that just went off because that's Porsche 911 RSR ahead of us. He killed me.
Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Whoa.
On your left. Clear
Sorry.
Yellow flag.
Let's see. I crashed into him and he turned pink as well. Okay, we'll restart this one because that's a bit...
3 laps. Watch for the lights. Go, go, go.
left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side.
Cold tires.
Clear left. Left side. Clear left. On your right. Clear right. Right side.
That Porsche in front is
Right.
Good start.
the RSR. That is such a cool car.
Right side.
That's why I just killed him.
Still there. You're on the left. 3 wide.
Oh,
3 wide.
my God.
Keep on the right.
Shouldn't have done that.
Your suspension's looking pretty bad, mate. Yellow flag. Okay, Cat. You're reeling. Holmes in. The gap is now 0.3.
On your right.
Come on, man.
Right. Car right. Car left. Clear left.
That's a way to do it. That's one way of
Car right.
gaining a place.
Clear right.
Oh, it's such a cool car. Let's just punt him off. Sorry.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
You have to admire these guys. The speeds at what they were going. Speeds at which they were going on a track like this. On roads. Just roads, public roads.
Car right. Clear right.
With hardly any protection at all. No wonder so many got killed.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh, always missing that corner.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the lines.
Still got back on. Suspension is
Clear right.
pretty knackered now. See if we can get that repaired in the pits. See if we can if we don't miss our pit box this time. So this would be no, it's not Blanchimont. Not yet.
X is now
This is blanchiment then.
Meters
Yeah.
ahead is increasing. It's now 2.4. Yellow flag. Watch your speed. Two laps left.
So where's our pit box? It's over here. Okay, now we have a repair timer. It's gonna take a while. Don't think I ever did a pit stop in AC. Not in all the time that I did AC last year. Probably took too much fuel anyway. Wow, first position is Jackie X. That's our legendary Belgian race pilot, racing driver, still alive by the way.
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
Oh, we been it straight away. Lost the rear.
Got some serious suspension damage there.
Oh, Jim, please. Not again, come on. Okay, let's just restart the session. Be right back, guys. And we're back. So let's try this again. It's all for fun. This is all for fun. No serious racing here. Well, maybe we'll do some LMU in a minute, but first I have a few of my coolest car ever list
10th position. Get ready.
to go to.
Green, green, green.
Let's try to keep it on track this time. Whoop, we're already going off. You would think that you were in a Le Mans Ultimate Beginner race with these driving standards, but it's actually the AI doing this.
On your right. Hold
I
your
haven't
line,
even
clear
put
right.
the aggression
Car right.
that high, so
Clear right. Left side. On your left.
yeah, no, not this time, not this time.
Track limits.
Keep missing that corner.
Yellow flag.
This car really sticks to the road.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear
Not
right.
again, you. Damn it. Tried to kill me before in that same spot. These guys were getting 290 kilometers an hour on a track like this. Man. With houses so close to the racetrack. That's asking for trouble. Okay, there's some cars up ahead. Apparently we're gaining a little bit on them. Still only in 10th position. Ooh, weren't going to make that corner.
Come on, track limits. Keep it between the lines.
That's in the middle of the woods.
Okay, Cat.
So,
Some damage there.
yeah. Penalty controls locked for 86 seconds. Okay. Alright. That's not too good. There's number 1, probably. Yeah, I'm going to restart this session. Sorry, guys. Sorry for my
2 to go.
my fuck ups.
3 laps. Are you ready? Watch for the lights.
But these are really hard to drive.
Go.
Especially if you don't know the track very well either.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Nice one, Cat. Good start.
Left side. Clear left.
Ooh.
Left side.
Why?
Yellow flag.
Clear left. Car left. Clear left. On your left.
Come on, man. Come on. And again. Sorry. Sorry. If I'm boring you guys, let me know in the chat. And then we'll do something else.
On your left. Clear left.
Maybe this is not really fun for you guys, but if you're not having fun, please tell me.
Car left. Clear left.
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Yellow flag.
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Car right. Clear right. On
This
your
car
right.
is actually drivable.
Still there. Clear right. Right side.
If you can keep it on track, of course.
Clear right. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh no, God.
Okay, Cat. Watch the track limits, please.
Yeah, well.
How's your head?
Okay. One last time, I will restart this session. One last time,
Get ready.
and then we go on to the to the next one.
Go. Nail it.
I'm embarrassed. A little bit.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Come on, man, please.
Clear right.
Why did he brake?
Right side. On your left. Clear left. Right side.
Ah. Hi, babe. We keep crashing. Shall we do it again? Yeah, one last time. Okay, I promise. This is the last time. Okay, this is the last one. This is the last time I tried this car. And then we move on to the next one. This is getting a little ridiculous, actually. Okay, we're in pole? No, third position.
Green, let's go, let's go.
So as I was saying, these cars are really hard to drive, yeah. And that's why we keep on crashing.
Great start, well done.
Left side. Clear left. Left side.
You guys keep on braking in front of me? It's probably because I didn't put the AI very high, only like 88 or something. The AI strength is not as high. That's why they probably take some corners slower. Yeah, this is actually Niki Lauda's Ferrari 312T. It's a very cool car. It's so 70s. Maybe I shouldn't have to brake with this one because it's got a lot of downforce. It really sticks to the road. I have to admit that the force feedback of AC is actually pretty good. Something I've always read about. When I started out, I didn't know, you know. I didn't know that anything about force feedback, in what game force feedback was better than another. And I've always read that the ACC's force feedback wasn't great. And since doing a lot of LMU, I know that ACC's force feedback isn't that good. But I have to say that the original AC's force feedback is pretty good actually. This feels more like LMU to me. Yeah. Another suspension damage, of course.
You've got some minor suspension damage there. Look out for the pit speed limit. There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. 2 laps left.
Ah, overshot, mate. Okay, small repair. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of Ferraris right now, so maybe we should take something else for the next one.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Okay, Cat. Push now. We can catch up here. The guy in front is Felipe. You're reeling Felipe in. The gap is 4.4.
Hey, one. Yeah, there's been a change. Like, I can't put my finger to it, but it's yeah, feels different, looks different.
Gap to
Don't know what track this is. This is weird. And doing some historic racing, Juan, as tomorrow is a Spa Classic. In real life, that is. So it's a historic racing event at the track of Spa.
On your left.
Mrs. Cat and me, we are going
All right. Clear right.
well done,
to that event, and just thought that it would be fun, you know, to show you guys what the track of Spa used to look like. So this is the original Spa Francorchamps, as in the Spa, the track that was used up until 1978. And we're driving a 1975 Ferrari 312T,
The next car
as
is
driven by,
Gap to
among others, Jackie X
it's now 2.1.
and Niki Lauda. So and I'm just having some fun this afternoon in the old AC, you know, the original Assetto Corsa, the one that I actually started in last year, that I started sim racing in.
Yellow flag.
I chose AC at that time because it contained a lot of cars that I thought were really cool.
You're reeling 8th place in. The gap's now 1.4. P9. One more lap to go.
On your right.
Woo.
Clear right.
Nearly killed myself on that BMW. BMW M1. That's another cool car. That's another car that we'll be seeing a couple of tomorrow, because they're still raced and used in these historic racing events. That's another really nice car. So I'm just having some fun with cars that I like. We've come all the way from the 1930s with a Bentley blower to the 50s, 60s,
Right side. Clear right.
and now we're somewhere halfway in the 1970s with this car. So here's the in front of us is the BMW M1.
On your left. Clear left.
Okay, come on, you nailed him.
Oh, Rouge is still deadly. Yeah,
Peterson.
yeah. I'm not really keeping up with chat at the moment because my chat window on my screen isn't showing up, so I have to read it on my phone screen here.
The gap to Redmond behind is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, just thought it was something, you know, something different to do on a Friday evening or a Friday afternoon.
You're reeling Peterson in. The gap is now 0.8.
Just getting bored with LMU. Not really, but well, as I was saying to Ruthless earlier, doing this has
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
you know, really made me realize that I really love these old cars. Really love these old timers.
43.8.
Yeah, we'd love to do more with these, but yeah, there are no online leagues. Maybe Declan will start one. He has said. He would think about it. He would think about setting up a historic AC league. So why not? So we're nearly at the end. Here is on the way to La Source. Really?
Wide.
Yellow flag.
Clear left.
Fucking awesome move, mate. It's
The
my
AI sort of has LMU beginner daily vibes here.
P6. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
Well, we made it to P6. Look at that. So fun. Oh my god. Okay. Where will we go from here? Ooh, the 512M. That is also such a cool car, especially in this livery. The Sunoco Penske livery. That's such a cool car. I actually have a scale model of this one sitting on my shelf. That's such a beautiful, beautiful livery. Okay, that's going back a few years because that's 1971. I'll just go on to the next one. This one is actually one of the cars that I think is one of the coolest Ferraris ever made. I think the most beautiful one is the 330 P4. This is absolutely one of the most beautiful Ferraris ever made. Thanks, Juan. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for keeping up with me and for entertaining my my shenanigans. So we'll go on to this one. This is already 1982, so we're taking a jump of a couple of years. So we have to go to the regular track of Spa, because in 1979 this actually was opened in its current form. So as we know it now, Spa as we know it right now. So we'll take this one and do a couple of laps with this one. Okay. No, we don't need that much fuel, probably. I have no idea how much fuel we'll need, but okay. Let's just drive the thing. This is actually, I think, one of the cars that is that has the best sound. Also, the best sound in game, the most realistic.
Go, go, go.
So now we start before La Source. So this is a modern Spa.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Car left.
Bonk. Bonk.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Start's okay. We're still in good shape here.
Car
Yeah, sorry, my chat screen still isn't appearing on my screen, so I have to read it on my phone here.
Car right.
Woo!
On your
Going white.
Clear right. Car right.
This is the
You're going to have
Ferrari
to track
512
limits before your lines.
BBLM, Jace. It's the race version of the Ferrari 512 Berlinetta Boxer. Actually, the first car with the flat 12 engine in the back. The predecessor of the Testarossa, actually. So we're on the modern day Spa here, because this is a 1982 car, and modern day Spa is from yeah. Whoop.
Okay, Cat. Watch the track limits, please.
Left side.
This version of Spa was opened in 1979, actually.
You're taking a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it. 2 laps remaining. P15.
But I think this is one of the coolest, most impressive Ferraris that have ever been raced.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Erlino.
Ooh, track cut. Come on, Jim.
Watch those track limits or we'll get a penalty. The gap to Boland behind is increasing. It's now 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, Jim, it's again.
Please. Oh, Cat. Start taking these track limits seriously.
I will, Jim. I will. Jim is still. Jim is giving me a hard time. Well, he has a hard time with me.
The gap to Erlino ahead is now 4.0 seconds.
And there will be at least one of these tomorrow in Spa. I know there's at least one of them racing in these series.
Really got to pay attention to these track limits.
Front tires are still pretty cold. You cannot take Blanchimont flat out in these. It's not like in a GT3 or a modern hypercar or
Okay, looks good. One more to go.
Ooh.
Car left. Still there.
Bump. Where he?
Line. Clear left.
Well done, fella. The driver in front of us.
Sort of killed him. Oh, that's again a track cut. Jim will not be happy.
That's another cut. Come on, pay attention.
I heard Jim say worse things than that.
You're reeling. Spa.
No, another cut. Yeah, Jim.
Slow into Eau Rouge. Track limits. For fuck's sake, come on, track limits.
Jim. At one time earlier this week, he was telling me, or he was asking me if I even was trying to keep it on track.
Right side. Clear right.
Thanks, Jace. Yeah, it's always been an interest of mine. And as I said, yeah, Ferrari. Ferrari has always been my. That's how the whole thing began with me, with my interest in cars. Started actually in 1987. And it was actually when the Ferrari F40 came out. Ooh!
Car right.
Ooh!
Clear right.
Sorry,
Yellow flag.
I hit him. I killed him.
Okay, Cat, you've had a bit of suspension damage. It's probably alright. There's an incident in the chicane. It looks like PK. You're locking your right front into the chicane. P12.
12th place, okay.
Good result, mate.
So yeah, the when the Ferrari F40 came out, 1987, that was the point where I fell in love with cars. When where my love for cars started, and of course Ferrari as a main interest. But there's so many cool cars. Well, this car has actually one of the best sounds in game. Not only in real life, it sounds pretty amazing, but in game, it's one of the best sounds. Was one of the best sounding cars in AC. Thanks, Ben. What else can we do? Formula One, modern day Formula One doesn't do it for me. So we were at 82. What else do we have? Yeah, of course we have some other cars like the Ford GT40, which is a pretty amazing car. Well, we're not there yet. Not these cars, not yet. Ah, that's where it comes from. Yeah, of course, the John Player Special. Yeah, I know them. That's where you get it from. Okay. That's 95. The McLaren long tail. This is just the GTR. It's not a long tail. Let's take, if we do it chronologically, yeah, we should take the car that started it all for me. So this is the racing version of the Ferrari F40, which is the Ferrari F40 LM. Ambrose, really? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I followed the F1 up until the point. Back in the day when Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost, Nigel Mansell, even early Michael Schumacher, when those guys were in Formula One, that was the time when Formula One was interesting. That was when something happened there. But after that, my interest in that dropped, and yeah, there was something of an empty space in my car interest. Sort of a pause in my car interest, and then it started again with with the endurance racing, the LMPs, LMP1, LMP2 on Spa, in WEC, and then later on, of course, with the hypercars and the more modern cars. That's what got me all the way back into cars. Darker. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do the Ferrari F40 LM. So that's the race version of the Ferrari F40, which is still to this day, if you ask me what my favorite Ferrari is, because I'm a Ferrari fan, if you ask me what my favorite Ferrari is, that is still my number one car of all time. That's the Ferrari F40. And the Ferrari F40 LM is for me the ultimate version of the ultimate Ferrari. Rally never held an interest for me. Not really. Yeah, also not the modern rally, but or more the classic rally cars. But I don't know much about those either. So that's not really my thing. It's mainly the endurance racing.
Floor it. Green, green, green.
Left side. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Oh, this car is a handful. Ooh, doing track limits.
Stay between the lines, please, Cat.
Brake way too early there. This is probably a bit loud in the stream. I don't know. Ooh. Locked my front tires there.
Clear right.
Locking your fronts going into Bruxelles.
Car left. Clear left.
Actually, only saw the Ferrari F40 LM live only once. I think back in the day when they held some Ferrari events, Ferrari days at the track of Spa. I think 2 years in a row there was a Ferrari F40 LM back in the day.
Alesi is leading the race.
Woo!
See front locking going into the chicane.
Far right, clear right.
P8, come on Max, move us fast, but we need fast right now.
The death of most actual F40s that crash is because people don't know how to drive them. Whenever there's a crash of an F40, which unfortunately still happens, then it's usually a case of someone who doesn't know how to drive it, because apparently I wouldn't know because I have never driven one myself.
You're reeling, P7, hit the gaps now, 1.3.
But the thing is with a Ferrari F40, when the turbos kick in, it's really old school, old style turbo lag. You press down the throttle and nothing happens. And then the turbos kick in and it sends you off into the woods. And that's apparently every time an F40 crashes, it's usually due to that fact that it's someone who doesn't know how to drive them. I don't know either.
Keep it within the track limits.
Whoa! See? Sound at low revs is really stupid. See? See, that's what happens when the turbos kick in.
Watch the track limits, we'll get a penalty if we don't.
It's really heavy on the steering wheel as well, but I think my force feedback is pretty high. See?
Locking your front into the chicane.
That's what happens. The board is standing. The DRS board is standing in the middle of the track.
E14.
So there's no traction control, no ABS with these cars. Ooh, that's heavy.
Come on, track limits. We're reeling. E13.
Jim is drowned out by the engine noise. He's probably babbling on about track limits.
Left side. Clear left.
Pay more attention to track limits. Please, Cat. The next car is Oziot.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Oh,
Watch those track limits.
yeah, Jim. Well, I'm watching the track limits, Jim, but I can't keep to them. That's no power steering, nope. This was back in the day when cars were all analog.
Got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. Okay, Cat. The next car is Elarge. Gap to E13 behind is increasing. It's now 5.4. E12. Last lap.
But it's pretty satisfying if you get it up the hill. These are cars you really have to wrestle with. Ooh, it's too much speed here. Not gonna make it. Nope.
Track limits again. Come on. Track fucking limits.
On your left. Clear left.
The 11. That's the end of the race. Right with me.
11, please. Okay. Oh, really, Jace? Thank you, man. Thank you. Ah, sorry, I'm catching up with chat here. Work wanted me to actually work. You tried it, yeah. Didn't like it. Okay. Thank you for being back, Declan. Thanks, man. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, that power of that car. It's like, I think, what was it? The 40 LM, like 750 horsepower going directly to the rear wheels without traction control. That is deadly. That is really deadly. What else we have? What else we have? What is this? 89. Oh, the Bugatti EB110. Still a cool car. That's still a cool car as well. This is another cool one. Ferrari 333 SP. Hey Patrick, yeah, this is a classic AC. Doing some old-timer racing in honor of it being Spa Classic tomorrow. Historic racing event that Mrs. Cat and me are going to. So we're doing some fun races against the AI. I know it's fun. This is just for laughs, and well, actually, it's not only for fun, but it's actually fun to do. I mean, it's fun to be in a classic AC again and drive some of these really cool cars. Got a good one. Got a good one. Got a good one. Got a good one. Where is it? Where is it? This one. Hey, yeah, Jace. I'm doing Ruthless's race tonight. Wasn't able to until last week, and then one last week. Doing the one tonight and the one next week. So I'll be there. Hey, Portimao. Okay. Yeah, I've been with my dad. I've been a couple of times years and years ago with my dad to Zolder. There was a historic Grand Prix at the track of Zolder in Belgium. And then, yeah, Spa. We've been a couple of times to Spa Classic. So those are really, really nice events. And one of the cars that's going to be there tomorrow also is actually this one. Not in this version, I think. Will probably be... No, not this one. Just looking for the right one. Delivery is not in here. The exact one is probably not in here, but it's this version of the Mercedes C9. But actually driven by Michael Schumacher. The car that Michael Schumacher actually drove. And this, without a doubt, is, I think, one of the coolest sounding cars like ever. Just No. Same group. No. These are the cars, contemporaries of the Mercedes C9, the Porsche 962, the Mazda 787, Screaming Demon. But what I had to show you maybe is, if I can get this, May, June 23. There's a little video I made of that very car that I'm talking about going up Rédillon, and we were in the stands at Rédillon, and without a doubt, that is the most impressive sound of any car you will ever hear. Don't know if it's this video. No, it's not this one. Which one was it? Probably this one. So there's two other cars, don't know exactly which ones, coming up the hill, and then it's the Mercedes, and the sound of that car flying by is absolutely insane. So there's two other cars coming up. This is the first one. Here comes the Mercedes. It makes me smile every single time. It makes me smile every single time. That's such a good sound. Now it's actually a biturbo V8. No video sound, really? Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's not in my stream, of course. How do I do that? Source. Yeah. Damn. Wait, maybe maybe this solves it.
Et ils vont de hauteur. Ouais, ils vont de hauteur encore en difficulté. Regardez le Philippe Cadori ici et Philippe Semama avec les deux contre 162. C'est une CK6 dans le cas de Philippe Semama, la voiture de Nathan House.
Did you hear it this time? Because I'm not sure what you desktop sound. Ah, yeah, you mean in OBS. Did you actually hear it this time round? Okay. It's such a cool sound. It's such a great sound. That makes me smile every single time. Okay. That was it? Or shall I play it again? Okay. You don't get seconds. You don't get seconds. It's only for me to enjoy. Okay. Let's hear how that sounds in game. again, later on, maybe later. Okay. 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 Google Photos. So yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of aircraft in my photos as well. That's because I'm also. This is actually Antwerp Airport, our local. It's an international airport, Antwerp, and this is actually at the event of the Stamp Fly-In. You know, this airport right near Antwerp, in a small town that's now part of Antwerp called Deurne. This is where in the 20s and 30s Stampe and Vertongen biplanes were made. They're still used in historic flying. You know, there are a lot of Stampe SV4 biplanes surviving. They're still flown today. Glad to hear it. So I've been a volunteer at the Stampe Vertongen Museum for a number of years now. And up until last year, we had an event called the Stampe Fly-In, in which a lot of different aircraft were always present, like Dakota. We had Sally B here for one time. This is a Airbus A400 of the Belgian military. So, but it used to be an event every year, but unfortunately, last year was the last one, and it's highly unlikely that it will ever be repeated again, because it's been going on for like, I think, 25 years, the fly-in. It's been an event for 25 years, but due to ever increasing costs, first of all, and due to ever increasing regulations, because, you know, Antwerp is an international airport and it has to be conformed to European regulations, and it's very hard to organize an event where the public is actually on the tarmac in the protected zone, in the secure zone. They have to unsecure that whole zone for the whole weekend, and it has to be cleaned and made sterile again after the event, and it costs a whole lot of trouble. It's a whole lot of costs, and there is also an increase because the airport is right near Antwerp. It's one end of the runway is straight into the city, so into the city of Antwerp. So when they take off in that direction, which is the most used direction to take off, they fly over the city, and there is an increasing movement to abolish the airport altogether. So there are several civilian organizations lobbying against the airport. They want to make it into a park because it's how you call it, not bringing up any money. It's costing more money than it's generating, according to them. There's a few international airlines. They're like TUI fly. They fly from. Oh yeah, really. Yeah, you know, the insurance costs for these things as well. They're going up every time, and every time there's an accident, more and more voices are going up to stop flying these classic planes. You know. So there is an increasing voice against the Antwerp airport, and you know, the museum director is Danny Kaboter. He has been doing this event for years. He's been active with Stampe and Vertongen for decades, but he's in his 70s now, or even in his 80s. He's not up to the task anymore to organize the whole thing, and he doesn't really have a successor to organize the thing, to organize this event. Plus the increasing costs and difficulty in security for the security. It's getting more and more difficult. So they decided not to do the event anymore. But I've been a volunteer for a number of years, and I think for the last 5 or 6 years I've been helping as a volunteer the whole weekend with the event. So we start on, as you can see here on the pictures, it starts on Friday. We pull out all the aircraft out of the hangar, line them up outside, and start setting the tables and preparing the whole event, setting all these racks, the fences, and then it's on to Saturday and Sunday. It's 2 whole days of flying and aircraft arriving and leaving. So it's been a great event as long as it's lasted. You also have a flying Fuga Magister in the museum, and it's all volunteer based. It's all volunteers that are doing this. So this is from Sunday evening. All the aircraft back in the hangar. Damn. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but it's around this time that the event usually took place. It's usually in I don't know, the holiday. It's usually around this time. It's a whole weekend, and it's always on that event. It should have been next week. The event, and I'm just realizing that that this will probably never be again. It just, Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. I totally didn't expect this. Totally didn't expect this. And it's always been a hugely popular event. I mean, despite all the voices against the airport, like not last year but the year before, we had a really big event, because I think that one was the 25th anniversary, the 25th flying we did, and there was a huge and enormous turnout. We didn't have enough entrance tickets. Parking was a huge problem. There was absolutely amazing. It was the biggest turnout we've ever had. And yeah, despite all that, voices are still increasing against opposition against the airport is still increasing. And I love those guys, because nearly all the or a large percentage of the guys who work as a volunteer there, they're all pensioners. They're all in their 60s, 70s, and it's fully built on that. There are a few younger people, but there's not enough younger people to get the momentum going, or to keep the momentum going. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. We also have this very nice one. This is a Belgian registered Spitfire since I think 4 or 5 years now. That's or 3 or 4 years that it's been registered in Belgium. The Mustang as well, but I don't know if we have any pictures of that one. We have a P51 that's registered here in Belgium. We actually have several classic planes. You know, this guy. Let's see. This guy here, where my mouse pointer is, Vormi. That's Frederik Vormezele. He's the son of an ex-military pilot, an ex-military guy, colonel. He's an airline pilot, Frederik, and he has a company in another very small airfield near Antwerp called Braschat. And that's a very small airfield. But this guy actually owns a company called Fast Aero, and they are doing restoration and maintenance work on classic planes. And I don't know what exactly the collection is, but because it's never public, it's never for public viewing, their collection. But they at least have one Hurricane. They have an Avro Anson since a few weeks. He's also the guy who has the Mustang that I mentioned. He does the maintenance on the Spitfire that I just showed you. He's also owner of one of the Texans behind here, the Harvards. He's actually he has a great company maintaining and restoring vintage airplanes. And this guy here called Vincent is also an airline pilot. He's actually an ex-military pilot. He's an F-16 pilot who is now flying for a cargo company. And he also flies classic planes. He also he co-owns a T6 Texan. Flies it regularly, and he was always present at the flying. He's a great guy, Vince. So yeah, but I was actually looking for the video of the Mercedes C9. So I have to add that one again. Belgian Air Force, yeah, Belgian Air Force. F-16. Texans are trainers, yeah. They were also used by the Belgian military. So the Stampe and Vertongen, as I mentioned, was a very similar. The biplanes that were built here in Antwerp, they were very similar to a Tiger Moth, the Havilland Tiger Moth. So the equivalent of the UK, the Havilland Tiger Moth. They were used by the Belgian military as the beginner plane, so the student plane. And once you graduated from the Stampe, you went on to the Texan, and then you went on to in the olden days the Spitfire, or later on whatever they flew as their main planes. Don't remember what they had at the time. Probably the Fuga Magister. But the Texans were the intermediate trainers. Yeah. So let's hear the Mercedes again.
Avec la Spice, il est passé devant Richard Mines et Yvan Vercouter. Ouais, Yvan Vercouter encore en difficulté. Regardez le Philippe Cadoni ici et Philippe Semama avec les détaches 962.
Here's the other one.
Dans le cas de Philippe Semama, la voiture de
Here comes the mark. So that makes me happy again. Just put it on repeat. Yeah. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay. Let's see what it sounds like in the game. So yeah, I had a chance to fly with a T6 once. It's actually the museum director who took me for a flight once with a T6, and I've been with a Stampen Vertongen with a biplane a couple of times. I also had the chance to fly one myself. It was with the son of the director, the son of Danny, and he took me for a flight on a summer's evening. And as soon as we were in the air, he said, "Yeah, take over. You fly to your home." So I flew. So we're not located far from the airport here. I see the planes from the airport flying by all the time, and I see the Stampe flying by all the time. And he said, as soon as we took off, he said, "Okay, you take over and you fly to your home. You know where it is." So I flew to our home here. I did 2 full 360s over our home. My wife was actually in the garden here waving at me. And then we went on to another location where he took over again, and we did some aerobatics, which was very fun. And then we went back home. So that was a really an epic flight. So yeah, aviation, that is something that I got from my dad. He's always been into aviation himself. His main interest is American Navy, American 40s, 50s naval aviation. And so the aviation bug, that's something I got from him. The car bug, that's something I just, that just happened. As I said, that was just when the Ferrari F40 came out. That was
15th place. Okay, Cat, get ready.
for me. That was earth-shattering.
Go, go, go.
Left side. Still there.
Ooh.
Clear left on your right. Clear right.
Whoa! No. Okay. Let's do this again.
4 laps. Let's make them count. Get ready. Time to focus. Green, green, green.
Car left. Clear left.
It does sound in the game like it does in real life.
On your left. Car left.
Whoa!
Doors
Carnage.
wide. Clear right. Clear all round. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Yellow flag. Caution.
Whoa!
All right,
That's
Cat.
got a lot of power as well.
We can build something from here.
Very squiggly backside. Oh, missing my brake. Missing the turn.
We just had a warning for cutting the track.
Really, Jim? Really? Braking in this car is not really easy. It locks up,
Clear right. On your right.
constantly locks up the fronts.
Lines or we'll get a penalty.
Of course, cold tires won't help. Oh, I'm going wide here. How come these guys are so fast? They have cold tires too?
The lines, track limits.
Not slowing down.
Come on, watch these track limits, please, Cat.
Cold brakes, cold tires, cold everything. So this is also a car that's hugely dependent on on a good driver, especially on a good driver. It's hugely dependent on downforce.
You're running last.
I don't know how much downforce this generates, but it's a huge amount at speed.
The guy in front is Roman.
Yeah, tires take a long time to warm up, especially the fronts. I'll try to do better tonight, Ruthless. I'm not planning on doing like this.
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. 2 to go.
It's already getting better. Maybe I should try to take that corner in second. Maybe first is two. See, that's already better. That sound. That sound. Yeah, I'm a Ferrari fan, but still, this car has to be one of the best sounding cars ever made.
Okay, Cat. We're still cutting. Get on top of it, please.
I know, Jim. I know. Sorry, I'm not reading chat right now because again my chat window has disappeared.
216.26. Start taking this track limit seriously.
Sorry, Jim. I'm very sorry. Should have turned them off.
Cold tires all round.
Yeah, Sebring actually was pretty good for me. Kota not so much. But Sebring is actually a track that I actually like. Unlike Spa.
You can even see the track. Stop, cut in. You're locking your left front going into the chicane.
Yeah, really? No, actually. Oh my god. Whoa. Now go straight.
One more lap to go.
I have to admit that Spa was never actually my best track. Also not in ACC. But since a couple of months, I finally have some sort of a grip on it. It's a hard track to master. But it's with a lot of the tracks that I wasn't too good at in ACC that I'm better at in Le Mans Ultimate, like Spa or Imola. And actually, except for maybe Kota, because I don't have enough time on Kota. But except for Kota, I do like all the tracks in Le Mans Ultimate. Maybe not equally as much, but there is no track that I can think of that I really dislike. See when the tires get a little hotter? Starts getting better, and now the race is finished. I only did 4 laps, so
V16. Okay, we're done.
we're done. Yep. Yeah, that's what I hear everyone say. In ACC, I haven't actually. I've done some practice laps on Kota, but not more than that. So I can't say that I have any experience on Kota in ACC, and I can't really compare them. Well, Gyro Ring is pretty okay for me. But Kota, no, I'm not a fan of it in nowhere, actually. Oh yeah, we haven't even touched on these. Oh yeah, Porsche 917. Ooh, but I don't have enough time to do these. Oh, Porsche 936, another cool car, and a 962. Oh my god. Yeah, but okay, we'll do one more before I have to go, and that's this one. That's actually somewhat the most recent car. You know, it's up until this era that my main interest in classic cars goes. Sure, there are some cool cars after that, but this is from the era that really had some real great cars. So the Porsche 911 GT1. Will we do Spa again or something else? Well, we'll do Spa. 4 laps at Spa in this thing. It's actually very drivable in AC. And Robin's stream is finished, I see.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position. Storm is now in the lead.
Okay. Last one. Get some fuel into this thing. Probably don't need that much fuel, but okay.
4 laps. They can count. Okay, Cat. Here we go. Don't fuck this up.
I will surely fuck it up, Jim.
Go.
Car right. Still there.
Oh yeah, the McLaren F1.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
McLaren F1. That's another cool baby. Porsche 935 Moby Dick.
Clear right.
Good start.
And the one in front of us, the Maserati MC12.
Still there. Clear right.
That's another one. Maserati MC12, that's another one of those unicorns. Maserati MC12 actually has a Ferrari Enzo engine in it. And the sound of this one is when you take your foot off the throttle. The turbo flutter. This car is really well known for that.
The gap to Amoros ahead is increasing. It's now 2.3 seconds.
This already feels much closer to the modern day cars that we know, like the LMP2s or
Is now leading. E3.
the hypercars, or a GT3 if you want. Feel much more drivable than than the older cars, of course. This is much closer to the world we know.
Okay, Cat, the next car is Amoros.
Braking a bit early, but
The gap in front is now 3.6. Alright, Cat, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. 2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium. The gap to P2 in front is now 3.0 seconds.
ooh, huh. That's something that even in ACC I wasn't able to do for a long time. Going up already on full throttle. It's only maybe like a couple of months ago that I really started to get a hang of going up ready on full throttle. Ooh, going a bit wide.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Cat. P3. The gap ahead is now 2.5. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
The first car is actually a little bit out of place in this because the Maserati would be directly comparable to this car, would be in the same class, same years. But the one before that, the one in front, one is actually leading, is a Porsche 936. Ooh, that's a cut.
Fastest lap for Baraka, 226.39.
That's a Porsche 936, and that's actually from 15 years earlier.
On your left. Clear left.
Push now. Might get second place.
You shifted at the right. Shifted at the wrong moment.
Clear left.
Damn it.
Okay, Cat. We're going out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. You've got cold front tyres.
Yeah, with these cars, if you shift at the wrong moment, you really get a jolt. And that's another track cut, but whatever.
Well done. Decent drive.
Third place. Well. That was fun. That was fun. Well, at least I had fun. So that was an excellent preparation for tomorrow, for Spa Classic. So that was the last one for today. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and thanks, Jace. Time to have a beer. Time to have a cold one. Me thinks. And oh no, can't drink because I have to race tonight. That's true. Yep. No drinking and driving. No, no, no. All right, we will be back here tonight with Ruthless Racing GT3 League on Bahrain. You're welcome, Jace. Thanks for sticking with me, and thanks for the company. And sorry about that little breakdown I had, but didn't expect that one. But anyway, yeah, we'll have some fun tomorrow. Will be a great day. And Jace, Ruthless, I see you guys on track tonight. And all the other cats, I'll see you down the line somewhere. Maybe next Monday we have a GRDC LMP2 Madness, or LMP2, what is it called? LMP2 Festival or something. 3 shorter races with LMP2s on different tracks. And I don't know what's going to happen next week. There will be no stream on next Friday because I have to work. So no Friday. Sorry. No Friday into the weekend with Nightcat. But I will make up for that. So take care, guys. And I'll see you later. And thanks for being here. Bye-bye.